Hello everyone, Jane here again on the Craft Planet. Now I'm really pleased to be here. I'm going to get really messy. Well, yeah I am going to get really messy today. I'm going to do a little Lavinia number. I shall be using this pack of sticker stencils pack 2, and it's called Night Star Collection, and I will be using this this sticker from here. So just to get started, I'll just finish off adding that 4 line around the formatting line around the edge, just with a Sharpie, and down the edge. I like to do that first because if I do it last, I know I'll go all over my page. Right, and I'm just going to pop these on top of a piece of kitchen roll. You'll notice I've got 2 pieces. One is for the actual design and one is for a mop-up. So I have used this sticker stencil before. It is still lovely and sticky. You can use these numerous times. Right, so let's make sure we're in shot. Now I'm going to position that on my card. I'm going to say there. And make sure this is stuck down really well, because I'm going to be putting quite a bit of liquid over the top. And it doesn't really matter that much if it does seep through, but I prefer it didn't. Right, I'm going to start off by using 2 of the Lavinia acrylic sprays, Periwinkle and Emerald Green. I'm also going to use the Lavinia Mysticals Mica Infused Mist Spray Blue Moon, which has a lovely shimmer to it. So we'll just start off with some of the green. I'm going to put quite a bit on, which might surprise some people. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm changing to Periwinkle. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm changing to the mica spray, the mystical, in Blue Moon, and just filling in around those areas. Right, I'm now going to take my mop-up card. You only get one chance of putting this on neatly, and you might get a print of the star, you might not. And I'm just going to hold that down for a minute, just let that absorb into the mop-up card, and then lift this off. Oh, I have had some absorption, I think, but I think that'll be absolutely fine. Just going to let that rest for a moment, just so that the mica can sink, because it's heavier than the water, the ink. So we'll just let that set for a second, and then I shall mop up. Oh yeah. And mop up. No, it doesn't matter at all if you've had seepage underneath like I have here. It really doesn't matter to the design at all. The mop-up card, I'm just going to pop to one side. I'll use that another time. And this one, we will just remove the star. Now, that is a lovely little shape left in the middle there. And I'll just remove this. And I'll dry it off. It really doesn't matter if anything sneaks through onto the back. Oh, look at that little shine on there. I hope you can see that. That is lovely. Right, I'll just get that just off my mat. I dilute heavily, and I mean like a tiny little bit of clean, non-wipe away cleaning spray just into a spray bottle and spray. And I've got my cloth, which is lovingly referred to now after watching some Jo Rice videos. Her cloth is her Inky Minky. This is Dirty Gertie. So we'll just clean off all that spray before moving on. Right, what I'm going to do now is pop the opposite side of the mask back over. And you'll see we've got some on the inside, but as I say, this doesn't matter at all. If anything, it adds to the design, really. So on the inside, let's have a think about colour. On the inside of this, I am going to use a little bit of Sundance Elements ink. And when I say a little bit, I do actually mean, I'm going to let my container, I do actually mean just a little bit. And what I'm going to do, very lightly, and over the parts of the star that and that's as simple as that. That's all you need of that, not a lot. It's not really going to show much when it's finished. Right, I'm then going for a texture stamp, and I am picking up Medieval Blue in VersaFine Clair. Texture stamp is Texture 4 from Lavinia, and it's from the latest new releases, the steampunk releases. And I'm just going to, I'll start down here. And this will just give a little bit of a pattern. I'm building up quite a few layers in the centre. Oh yeah, I quite like that. Yep. You'll notice how stenciling into these shapes, you get the main body. You just work your way around. I do like using them. I'm not over stamping, I'm stamping direct, and I'm over stamping, you know, single, double. It doesn't really matter. First generation, second generation. Oh, where's Dirty Gertie? There we are. Just really want some texture, just a pattern in the background. And when you feel you've got a nice build up of pattern, you can just stop. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Right. Just give my stamp a little wipe. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take that off, give my sticker stencil a nice clean up. I like to reuse things like this. I know they're meant to be reused, but it's quite easy not to clean them up and end up with something that you can't reuse. So I'll just stick that onto its carrier sheet again. Oop. And I'll pop that one back on. Just like that. Right. I shall just give that Versifying Claire a little blot, because it does take a little while to dry. Oh, I'm well happy with that. Can you see the sheen, the shimmer? It's very pretty. Right, I'm now going to take a white gel pen. As always, test on the back of hand. Yep. And I'm just going to go with a little squiggly line. Just around the star. Nothing special. No precision needed. Now the white gel pen will probably pick up the blues and the greens, but that's absolutely fine. You can do little zigzags, you can do circles, you can do any shapes really. You see how that's bringing that where we had the seepage underneath it, just bringing that back in there. And just around we go. And around again. This is a very bright shining star in a lovely night sky. Bit of a fantasy because I've not really seen that many colours of green in a night sky, but you know, here I'm just on my second trip around, just doodling, just enjoying my craft. No rights or wrongs. This gel pen is a Uniball Mitsubishi Pigment Ink Signal gel pen. I also quite like the Jelly Roll gel pens as well. But this was the first one I picked up, so depending on what colour you've done your background, you could actually do this in any colour, but it is a highlight, so I think we need it quite a bit brighter, you know. And there we go, that's twice around. I'm really quite liking that. Right, so I think we'll do a bit of stamping and then quite a bit more doodling after that. So I'm going to start off by adding my fairy. And this is Naya, I believe. Yeah, Naya. From Lavinia, and I'm going to use good old Nocturne. I do like a pad underneath my stamp, so I'll just pop this on here. I'm going to have her sitting on here, this part of the star, so I need to have her oh, she's going to be looking up, I think. There she is, about there. Doesn't matter that there's little bits over the edge. I quite like over edge stamping. She's going to be joined with quite a few friends in a little while as well. So just hold her for a minute, don't be in any rush, just hold her for a minute to let the ink sink in. There's quite a bit of paint on the background here. So just hold her for a minute just to let the ink sink in. and get a beautiful image. And there she is. Dirty Gertie on my stampy. Right, and then we'll have her joined by a couple of friends. Now, I've got my mice out. I've got, these are the Lavinia mice, some of them. I've got Basil and Bibi, who have the instruments, who play instruments and carry a light. And I've got Minnie and Moo. So they're going to be hanging around. Let's see, who shall we have? Definitely need. I'm going to have him further down about here. Definitely need little trumpet player. So we'll go with black again. We'll go with the nocturne again. Just because it's so. You got your black, you got your white. We'll go with him about here. And just as before, hold them in place. Just let the ink set. Let it be absorbed into the card that you're using. Oh, so lovely. Just get my stamper up. And we'll have his little pal next to him, who I believe is Bibi, either Basil or Bibi. I'm not quite sure which one does what, but this one's just shining a light. So we'll have, I think she's a her. We'll have her. Oh, decisions. We'll have her. There. Yeah, that's how easy it is to choose. Up and down, have an idea, bob it on. You can spend forever deciding exactly where to position things and what to do, but at the end of the day, you don't really need to, because you're going to end up with something wonderful. These stamps are so easy to use. And there we are. Beautiful. Needs some grounding and what have you, but I think those two are just gorgeous. So let's have a look at my other two little creatures. I've got to have these two being silly. So I think I'll have which one? Yeah, whoever this is. This is either, let's think what they're called, Minnie or Moo. I think I'm going to have Moo there, hanging off the tree, the star. I think this is what Naya is looking up at, wondering what on this earth this mouse is playing at. Here I go again with my positioning there. There. Yeah, I think I'm going to have him there. He was going in this corner, but now I've changed my mind. He's gone there. I definitely think this is what Naya's looking at. She's looking up at him thinking, what on this earth is that mouse doing? What a little attention seeker. Now, I like things in 1, 3, 5, 7 odd numbers. So I think, oh, what a silly sausage. I think that'll be enough for the mice for the moment. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. A mouse being silly. Right. I can't decide if I need to shine some more light on here. I'll just have a look. I don't know, that will go quite perfect there. or there. No, I'm going to go for the small ones. These are the hanging pods, and they come in a couple of different sizes, and I thought I might use them to add a little bit more light to the design. Oh, sorry about leaning across. But I'm going to go with the smaller ones. And we'll try this size first. Where's my little... Oh, I need a new one. I'll just use that one for the minute. And let me see. I don't know where I want one, or if I even do want one. I think I want the smaller again. Sorry about this. Definitely want this one. So I shall ink that up. Where's Dirty Gertie? There she is. Whoop. Let's have a look at your hands, filthy. Yeah, my videos will teach you nothing. About keeping clean hands. Right, let's have that tree pod there. I can imagine these as just little dwellings hanging off a star. Oh, how lovely. A little bit over inking. Really guilty of that. And I think I'll have another one about there. Just letting that ink sink in again. There we are. Of course, I've got to have another one because I need 3. Yeah, we'll have this one just there. I am stamping some of these over the central star as well as around it. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, they look ever so cute. Right, I'm going to add some, I'm actually going to dry that off. I'm going to just give that a blot and dry it off because I'm going to add some stars to the background. And I don't want to smudge those while I'm doing it. Just quite a bit comes off when you blot. Oh, that's so sweet. Right, I'm going to pop some blue stars into the background, and I'll start with a lighter blue, which is the Paradise Versifying Clair. And I think I've got some stars somewhere. Yeah. No, musical notes, stars. I think these are the mini stars. And we'll just get them in and around. Just random, not anything special. You're not aiming for anything. We'll do the top half light, and then we'll change from Paradise. Oh, just a couple more there. And we'll change from Paradise, and we'll come down to the Bella Blue. Is it Bella? Bluebell. Which is slightly darker, and we'll just keep those stars above the heads of. Oh, lovely. So that's I used Paradise and Bluebell for those little stars. Quite like those. Now, do I want some more little creatures? Let's have a look. I think I might have. What I forgot? I think I've got some of the bug set. I've got little dragonfly. I've got a couple of spiders out. I'm not sure we need any spiders, but I might have a couple of dragonflies. And I will do those in another colour. I'm just going to pop those in Warm Breeze. And these aren't going anywhere in particular, they're just sort of sitting there. 2, and a third, we'll have them there. Yeah, that's nice. Just stamp those nice and light though, because we don't want them really to jump out. They're more of the background than the foreground. Alright, that's that one clean. I'm going to not bother with the spiders that I thought I might put on, because I'm quite happy with what I've got so far. I'm just going to get out one of the hill masks. These are the Lavinia acetate hill masks. And I'm just going to ground, I think they're, what is it, Basil and Phoebe, or Bibby. Right, if my name was spelled that way, I would want to be Phoebe. And I've just got a little cat joined me, but he'll probably go away in a second. If he doesn't, I shall just be patient. Off you go, my darling. Come on, come on. Come on, daddies. Go see daddy. Right, you better be good. And I think I've got that darker mask. I'll just put that over them. And I'm going to use one of my favourites, which is the graphite, if I can find it. The graphite Elements ink. Just one of my small brushes. Because, right, come on, boy. I'm really not one of these who enjoys watching videos where people's pets pop up. But even when I'm doing this, there's no way I'm going to lock my cats out of my room. They belong on the craft planet as much as I do. But on the same token, I'm not really going to introduce them and play with them on screen. Because you didn't come to see that. You came to see some crafting. So I'm just popping that. Where am I popping it? I'm just popping that under. Good thing about these is you can use them both ways, and you can usually find an absolutely perfect positioning. That's perfect. Here, I'll have that there. Yep. I'm just going from the acetate just off onto the card, and all I'm doing is grounding them. I'm just bringing that down gentle, just nice and light, delicate touch. Whoop, just moved a little bit. Actually, I do want to move up a little bit there. Just nice, delicate touch, nothing too dramatic. We'll just take that off, and what I'm going to do is just move it slightly and give myself just a darker edge at the bottom there. So I'll just pick up a little bit more ink off from the acetate. I love these little masks, saves us ripping up lots of paper to create my own. And they come in 4 sizes, small little mounds like this. I'm just adding a little bit darker in the corners. There we are. So that sort of grounds, gives the little mice a little bit of ground to sit on. It's dirty Gertie. Let's give that a clean. These are the different sizes. I don't know if you can see them all. But these are the different sizes. They're quite good. what was next on my list? Things I'd like to do. Right, I think I'm going to add some highlight, just a little bit of highlight, and some detail to all of the mice and the fairy and everything. So I'm going to start off with my white pencil. This is just a regular white pencil, but I've no idea where I've got it, so let me have a look. This is just a regular white pencil. I think this one's a no, this one's a Prisma. I think this is a Prisma. And I'm just going to pop some impression, very light impression of light, just around the little dwellings. Just little circular motions. No pressure whatsoever, and you can just get lost in the colouring process. You're just highlighting the little hanging pod. I wonder who lives in these little hanging pods. Could be anyone, really, couldn't it? Anything. And similarly, I want to add lots of light in and around my fairy. I totally want to highlight it so she can have a nice white halo. It's lovely when the pencil picks up the mica and I'm getting a white shimmer off my pencil. And just blend that out to nothing. Not even touching the paper anymore. Right, I'm going to sharpen. Oh, there's a sharper one there. This is just another basic white pencil. I think this is a Brute Funa. And I'm just going to add a couple of little details in white pencil to my mice. And I just think it gives them just that little bit character. You don't need too much either, just a little hint of something, little highlights. Just a little highlight across his back there, and this one, a little highlight on the eye area. Just up the arm a little bit, and I think we'll have a little highlight on the back as well. I could spend hours adding highlights and shadow. Oh yeah, just lovely. Right, we've got a little light here, so we'll have to have a little halo. Little halo, just giving a bit of light. And we'll have a little on the ear. Little highlight across the head, on the hands. Oh, this guy's got such a fat tummy. Oh, he ate all the pies. Oh, so sweet. I do love these chaps. They're just little highlights around them. That's sufficient. Don't want too much. I am now going to find a glitter pen. Right, what have we got? Let's have a look. These are Signal pens, and I'm going to go with the silver. And this is Uniball Signal Silver Sparkling. This is Uniball Signal Sparkling pens, and this one is silver. I'm just going to do her wings. And I'm just going to do about every third little bit of detail on her wing with the silver. All the tips of her hair, all the tips of the wings, and a little just a silver aura just around parts of her. Just in there. Oh, lovely. Then I'm going to pick up, we'll have lots of silver lights around this lantern. Lights, lots of silver dots around the lantern, all the way in the where we've done the white. I do like building up layers, so these are just some of the first few layers. Some people would say that I overdo it. Well, if I do, I like how I overdo. I'm quite happy with overdoing. This card might even end up with glitter on it. More glitter and sparkle. And I'm really not, in real life, a glittery, sparkly girl. I like a bit of, everyone likes a bit of bling, but it has its place. Right, I'm now going to swap to a gold. This one is colour, same pens, Uniball Sparkle, and this one is gold, colour gold. Pop some more on her wings. I'll just do about every third one again. These pens are beautiful. They're not the glitter, they're the sparkle. I think we'll give her just a little bit of gold coming up through her hair. Just a little bit of... Maybe a little bit of gold coming off, just little bits. Oh. Some gold in the windows. Let's put the lights on in these little dwellings so we know someone's home. And some more little gold dots around them. Shall we give... Yeah. Give a little gold highlight. Just where I put the white highlight before. Just the tiniest bit, not too OTT. How can you not be OTT with a sparkle pen? Right, and now we're going to go for a colour, a completely different colour. You'll notice I've got 99% cool colours on the page. The yellow's quite warm. Do I want more warmth? Yeah, I think I'll go for a red. Yep, and this is another sparkling pen. Same pen, and it is in colour red. And I'm just going to pop that on her wings. Now, if you've done any colouring with me before, you'll know that when on a small design, I'm not really a fan of isolated colouring. So I've popped that on her wings. I'm just going to pop it in a couple of other places. So I think I'll pop some red stars on the ends of the main star. We'll just pop some red stars. Red's a funny colour to add because sometimes the tiniest little bit in it can look like someone's had a severe accident all over your work. You know, this is just to catch the eye and be another layer and point of interest. My little dwelling there doesn't quite hang from anywhere, so I'll just that over, and those two are fine. That was just with the black fine liner pen. Oh, this red does look quite cute. Right, continuing on with that, I am I'm really happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lighten up with my white pencil the area between the two little mice. Just add a little bit more light coming from the lantern. Not a lot, just a little. So you know it's there, and we'll have a little bit of reflection from that just down there. Now, I want to darken the edges, and I want to add a sentiment of some description. I absolutely love that star. Let me have a think. Yeah, we'll darken the edges, but I think I'll still go with a dark blue or a purple. I think we'll go with dark denim rather than the graphite. So I've got my dark denim Lavinia. I've got my stencil brush. Right, and I'm just going to make sure I'm in shot. I'm just going to come in from the paper onto the corner. So I get that sort of full framed effect. And while I've got quite a lot on, I'll come onto that corner as well. I'll just work my way up and down that side. Not really putting a lot on the sides. Picking up from the lid, from the paper onto the corner, just circular motions. Just across a little bit. Always take a little bit off, so you, or test rather. It's not really taking off, it's testing how much ink you've got on before you commit it. Before you commit it to your page, your design. You don't really want to make it far too dark if you don't need to. Oh, that's looking ever so sweet. He's having such a party, and she's like, "What on this earth are you doing on my star? Get off my star." Actually, one thing I have done that I'm not keen on, when I went round the star, of course, with the white pen, I use a pen that works. Of course, when I put the mouse over, yeah, we'll just colour that in. I don't want that white there. Yeah, that's much better. And I'll just colour his tail through there, because I don't want that white there either. And that just highlights him up a bit more. Oh, that's ever so cute. Yeah, that's a lot better. And I like how the little dwellings, even though they're in the darker colour, they're just sinking into the background. They're not the focal. The star is still the focal point, just with all the little antics going on around. I'm just going to have a look for a sentiment that I would like to put on here. And I think I might go with moments like these. Or should I go with friends? Oh, magical. Magical, it says it all, doesn't it? These are the Lavinia sentiment stickers, and where's magical? Magical. Now I'm going to stick that just there. And I shall get my black pen, the one that was working, not that one. And I'll just put a little border around. Just a few straight lines, just doodled. Don't have to be anything OTT. I rather like that. Right, I'll just clear this and then we'll have a look, because I think we're getting glitter. But what I'll do is I will make the card up. Because I've diluted this cleaning spray so much, I can actually just rub that on my hands. And where's Dirty? Dirty. There we are. Yep. Yep. Right, so this is my card blank. This is my card blank. Yep, let's have a look. Oh yeah. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that up onto the card and then I'm going to decide on glitter. Boppity boppity glue. I'll just pop some glue on. A little bit all over. And then just give it a smudge out to the edges. I just smooth it so that it can't sort of, what's the word, splodge out. Right, I have to stand up for this one. Let's have a look. And where's my paper gone? A piece of paper. Because what I do is I position it. It's a clean piece. Yep. Pop it on. And just give it a couple of minutes to grip. I suspect I'm going to need a glue pen now. Just to finish off with that little extra flourish of loveliness. And maybe a few little stars around the edges. Oh, I'm loving it. I do hope I'm recording this the right way around. Anyhow, you got the drift of what I'm up to. I'll just get my little quickie glue pen now. This could be interesting. Oh, 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 oh. Little quickie glue pen. Just test it's working. You do even have to clean these ones as well, you know. Yep, that one's working. And we're having some around the lantern. We're having some, oh, definitely coming down from Naya and around it. Round each pod. That's the modern way, the new way of going to places to stay. You just book a pod, which is basically the size of something for you to sleep in, isn't it? Lovely. Right, and let's get some glitter, and we're going with, I'm going with Turkish Delight. Oh no, sorry, I'm not. I'm going with Purple Delight. Don't know why I said Turkish Delight. And I'll just get a piece of paper. Oh, I love this. Not sure if this one's open. Oh, it is. pretty certain I'll have coat everywhere now. Just look at that wonderfulness. That's all it needed. And just a couple of tiny stamps and it's finished. And I'll go on off camera to make an insert and stick some tiny stamps on it. I think that's great. Nighttime Frolics is what I'm going to call it. Nighttime Frolics. Yeah, a couple of little stamps. I'm just going to stick them on now. I'm going to use the quite bright blue and the dark blue, so you have an idea of what I mean. It's just a few, just to bring the mat into the card, to bring them, to make them more cohesive. So it doesn't, although I have just stuck a design onto a card, so it looks like I haven't just stuck a design onto a card. And I quite like that. Is sufficient. Right, as I am not sure if this was recording the right way up, I will just turn this just in case and give it. So a nice, easy, lovely little magical card, which could be used as a thank you. It could be used as a thinking of you. Oh, we'll just take that off there. Anything really. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that. Any questions, pop them below. And I've enjoyed making it. Come back and visit the Craft Planet soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.